Sarah, wake up. Sarah Good.
Oh, Majesty, come in. Tituba, he's here. His Majesty's come.
Go to the north cell. This place is wanton now.
That don't look to me like His Majesty. Look to me like the Marshal.
Get along with you now. Clear this place.
Oh, it is you, Marshal. I thought sure you'd be the devil coming for us. Can I have a sip of cider for me going away?
And where are you off to, Sarah?
We've gone to Barbados. Soon the devil gets here with his feathers and his wings.
Oh, a happy voyage to you.
A pair of bluebirds winging southerly, the two of us. Oh, it'll be a grand transformation, Marshal.
Oh, you best give that to me. You'll never rise off the ground. Come along now.
I'll speak to him for you, if you desires to come along, Marshal.
I'd not refuse it, Tituba. It's the proper morning to fly into hell.
Oh, it be no hell in Barbados, devil. Him be a pleasure man in Barbados. Him be singing and dancing in Barbados. It's you folks. You riles him up round here. It be too cold in Massachusetts for that old boy. He frees his soul in Massachusetts, but in Barbados, he just as sweet and...
Moo!
Ah, sir, that's him, Sarah.
I'm here, Majesty.
Deputy Governor's arrived.
Come along. Come along.
No, he coming for me. He coming to take me home.
That's not Satan. Just a poor old cow with a half full of milk. Come along now. Out with you.
Devil, take me home.
Tell him I'm going, Tituba. Now you can tell him Sarah Good is going too.
Take me home, devil. Devil, take me home.
Move on.
Good morning, Excellency.
Where is Mr. Paris?
I'll fetch him.
Marshal. When did Reverend Hale arrive?
It were told midnight, I think.
What is he about here?
He goes among them that will hang, sir, and he prays with them. He sits with Goody Nurse now, and Mr. Paris is with them.
Indeed. That man have no authority to enter here, Marshal. Why have you let him in?
Why, Mr. Paris command me, sir. I cannot deny him.
Are you drunk, Marshal?
No, sir. It is a bitter night, and I have no fire here.
Fetch Mr. Paris.
Aye, sir.
There's a prodigious stench in this place.
I have only now cleared the people out for you.
Beware hard drink, Marshal.
Aye, sir.
Let you question Hale, Excellency. I should not be surprised he have been preaching in Andover lately.
We'll come to that. Speak nothing of Andover. Paris prays with him? That is strange.
Excellency, I wonder if it be wise to let Mr. Paris go continuously with the prisoners. I think sometimes the man has a mad look these days.
Mad?
I met him yesterday coming out of his house, and I bid him good morning, and he wept and went his way. I think it is not well the village sees him so unsteady.
Perhaps he have some sorrow.
I think it be the cows, sir.
Cows?
There be so many cows wandering the highroads now the masters in the jail must discriminate who they belong to now. I know Miss Paris been arguing with farmers all yesterday. There's great contention, sir, about the cows. Contention make them weep, sir. It will always man that weep for contention.
Oh, good morning, sir. Thank you for coming. I beg your pardon in waking you so early. Good morning, Judge Hawthorne.
Reverend Hale have no right to enter this.
Excellency, a moment.
Do you leave him alone with the prisoners?
What's his business up here?
Excellency, hear me. It is a providence. Reverend Hale has returned to bring Rebecca Nurse to God.
He bids her confess?
Hear me. Rebecca have not given me a word this 3-month time since you came. Now she sits with them, and Martha Corey and 2 or 3 others, and he pleads with them, confess their crimes and save their lives.
Why, this is indeed a providence. And they soften?
Not yet, not yet. But I thought to summon you, sir, that we might think on whether it be not wise to... I had thought to put a question, sir, and I hope you will not.
Mr. Paris, be plain. What troubles you?
There is news, sir. The court must reckon with my niece, sir. My niece. I believe she has vanished.
Vanished?
I had thought to advise you of it earlier in the week, but
Why? How long is she gone?
this be the 3rd night. You see, sir, she told me she would stay a night with Mercy Lewis, And the next day, when she does not return, I send to Mr. Lewis to inquire. Mercy told him she would sleep in my house for a night.
They are both gone?
They are, sir.
I will send a party for them. Where may they be?
Excellency, I think they be aboard a ship. My daughter tells me how she heard them speaking of ships last week, and tonight I discover my strong box is broken into.
She have robbed you?
A 31 pound is gone. I am penniless.
Mr. Paris, you are a brainless man.
Excellency, it profit nothing. You should blame me. I cannot think they would run off except in fear to keep in Salem anymore. Mark it, sir. Abigail had close knowledge of the town, and since the news of Andover has broken here...
Andover is remedied. The court returns there on Friday and will resume examinations.
I am sure of it, sir. But the rumor here speaks of rebellion in Andover, and it...
There is no rebellion in Andover.
I tell you what is said here, sir. Andover is thrown at the court, they say, and will have no part of witchcraft. There be a faction here, feeding on that news, and I tell you true, sir. I fear that there will be a riot here.
Riot? Why at every execution I have seen naught but high satisfaction in the town?
Judge Hawthorne, it were another sort that hanged till now. Rebecca Nurse is no Bridget that lived 3 years with Bishop before she married him. John Proctor is not Isaac Ward that drank his family to ruin. I would to God if it were not so, Excellency, but these people have great weight yet in the town. Let Rebecca stand upon the gibbet and send up some righteous prayer, and I fear she'll wake a vengeance on you.
Excellency, she is condemned a witch. The court must have.
Pray you. How do you suppose, then?
Excellency, I would postpone these hangings for a time.
There will be no postponement.
Now Mr. Hale's return, there is hope, I think, for if he bring even one of these to God, that confession surely damns the other in the public eye, and none may doubt more that they are all linked to hell. This way, unconfessed and claiming innocence, doubts are multiplied. Many honest people will weep for them, and our good purpose is lost in the tears.
Give me the list.
It cannot be forgot, sir, that when I summoned the congregation for John Proctor's excommunication, there were hardly 30 people come to hear. That speaketh discontent, I think, and...
There will be no postponement.
Excellency...
Now, sir, which of these, in your opinion, may be brought to God? I will myself strive with him till dawn.
There is not sufficient time till dawn.
I shall do my utmost. Which of them do you have hope for?
Excellency, a dagger.
What do you say?
Tonight, when I opened my door to leave my house, a dagger clattered to the ground. You cannot hang this sword. There is danger for me. I dare not step outside at night.
Accept my congratulations, Reverend Hale. We are gladdened to see you return to your good work.
You must pardon them. They will not budge.
You misunderstand me, sir. I cannot pardon these when 12 have already hanged for the same crime. It is not just.
Rebecca will not confess?
The sun will rise in a few minutes, Excellency. I must have more time.
Now hear me and beguile yourselves no more. I will not receive a single plea for pardon or postponement. Them that will not confess will hang. 12 are already executed. The names of these 7 are given out, and the village expects to see them die this morning. Postponement now speaks of floundering on my part. Receive or pardon must cast doubt upon the guilt of them that have died till now. While I speak God's law, I will not crack its voice with whimpering. If retaliation is your fear, know this. I should hang 10,000 that dared to rise against the law, and an ocean of salt tears could not melt the resolution of the statuses. Now draw yourselves up like men and help me as you are bound by heaven to do. Have you spoken with them all, Mr. Hale?
All but Proctor. He is in the dungeon.
What's Proctor's way now?
He sits like some great bird. You'd not know he lived except he will take food from time to time.
His wife. His wife must be well on with the child now?
She is, sir.
What think you, Mr. Paris? You have a closer knowledge of this man. Might her presence soften him?
It is possible, sir. He might not have laid eyes on her these 3 months. I should summon her.
Is he yet adamant? Has he struck at you again?
He cannot, sir. He is chained to the wall now.
Fetch Goody Proctor to me. Then let you bring him up.
Aye, sir.
Excellency, if you postpone a week and publish to the town that you are striving for their confessions, that speak mercy on your part, not faltering.
Mr. Hale, as God have not empowered me like Joshua to stop the sun from rising, so can I not withhold them the perfection of their punishment.
If you think God wills you to raise rebellion, Mr. Danforth, you are mistaken.
You have heard rebellion spoken in the town?
Excellency, there are orphans wandering from house to house, abandoned cattle bellow on the high roads, the stink of rotting crops hangs everywhere, and no man knows when the harlot's cry will end his life. And yet you wonder if rebellion spoke, better you should marvel how they do not burn your province.
Mr. Hale, have you preached in Andover this month?
Thank God they have no need of me in Andover.
You baffle me, sir. Why have you returned here?
Why, it is all so simple. I come to do the devil's work. I come to counsel Christians they should belie themselves. There is blood on my head. Can you not see the blood on my head?
Hush!
Goody Proctor, I hope you are hearty.
I am yet 6 months before my time. Pray be at your ease. We come not for your life. Mr. Hale, will you speak with the woman?
Goody Proctor, your husband is marked to hang this morning.
I have heard it.
You know, do you not, that I have no connection with the court? I come of my own, Goody Proctor. I would save your husband's life, for if he is taken, I count myself his murderer. Do you understand me?
What do you want of me?
Goody Proctor, I have gone this 3 months like our Lord into the wilderness. I have sought a Christian way, for damnation's doubled on a minister who counsels men to lie.
Is no lie. You cannot speak of lies.
It is a lie. They're innocent.
I'll hear no more of that.
Let you not mistake your duty as I mistook my own. I came into this village like a bridegroom to his beloved, bearing gifts of high religion, the very crowns of holy law I have wrought, and what I touched with my bright confidence it died, and where I turned the eye of my great faith, blood flowed up. Beware, Goody Proctor, cleave to no faith when faith brings blood. It is mistaken law that leads you to sacrifice. Life, woman, life is God's most precious gift. No principle, however glorious, may justify the taking of it. I beg you, woman, prevail upon your husband to confess. Let him give his lie. Quail not before God's judgment in this, for it may well be God damns a liar less than he that throws his life away for pride. Will you plead with him? I cannot think he will listen to another.
I think that be the devil's argument.
Woman, before the laws of God we are swine. We cannot read his will.
I cannot dispute with you, sir. I like learning.
Goody Proctor, you are not summoned here for disputation. Be there no wifely tenderness within you, he will die with the sunrise. Your husband. Do you understand it? What say you? Will you contend with him? Are you stone? I will tell you true, woman, I had no other proof of your unnatural life. Your eyes dry now would be sufficient evidence that you had delivered your soul to hell. A very ape would weep at such calamity. Have the devil dried up every tear of pity in you? Take her out. I profit nothing she should speak to him.
Let me speak with him, Excellency.
You'll strive with him?
Will you plead with his confession, or will you not?
I promise nothing. Let me speak with him.
Relieve him, Excellency. Mr. Proctor, you've been notified, have you not? I see light in the sky, mister. Let you counsel with your wife, and may God help you turn your back on hell.
Excellency, let... If you desire a cup of cider, Mr. Proctor, I'm sure God lead you now.